Hello, everyone. Welcome again. This is Touchline Talk. And at Touchline Talk, it's all about football. As you all know, we have gotten to that period where every game gets more and more intense, especially in the English Premier League. Uh, if you are just joining us, don't forget to give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It goes a long way. And mainly, we'll be discussing the English Premier League. English Premier League. This particular season is crazy, and it seems it's going down to the wire. And right now, Arsenal has the advantage, but but Manchester City doesn't want to let go, and that's why they are on the foot. So right now, all games completed. Now 36 games, two more to go. Today, Manchester City defeated Crystal Palace by two solid goals. They defeated Crystal Palace by three solid goals. Three goals were scored, and you know one thing with Manchester City, they know how to mount that pressure. They know what to do, and they got those 3 points, deserved one, and it's been crazy one. And now two matches to go. Arsenal's next match will be against Burnley. Will be against Burnley, and uh, and also Manchester City next game will be against Bournemouth, and that's where most people are feeling that it's going to be a crazy one. It's going to be tough for Manchester City against Bournemouth. Bournemouth are also a very good side. If you are just joining us, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It goes a long way. We are discussing about the English Premier League, where it is right now. And it's been a crazy one, no doubt. Two games to go. Just like that. I remember when we started with just one game. And just like that, two games to go. And it's getting crazier and crazier by the day. Just looking at Manchester City, very good side also. And looking at the Manchester City game, they changed their sides, they changed some of their players, and they have a FA Cup to play this Saturday. Is this Saturday or Sunday against Chelsea? And the pressure, well, Manchester City will say they have moved the pressure back to uh, Arsenal. And all Arsenal needs is just to win their game. No need, because right now, with the goal difference, it's getting better and better for Manchester City. Because right now, Manchester City has plus 43 and Arsenal has plus 42. Well, not too bad. But right now, the most important thing is winning. Just win your games. That's all. And definitely, it's going to be a crazy one. No doubt it's going to be a crazy one. So, matches played, Manchester City did their own side of the bargain. They won 3 goals to nil, courtesy of Semenyo, Mamouche, and Sabi. No, we've been talking about Semenyo for some time now. Very good player, but suddenly he's faded off, and we're good for him. At least he's able to score 1 goal today. And right now, the way I see it, it's up to us now, except they mess things up. It's just up to us now. Play Burnley, and when playing Burnley, don't see it as, oh, Burnley, the bottom side. They should face it with all seriousness, no doubt, with all seriousness. If you have just joined us, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It goes a long way. We are growing, and today we are talking Premier League football and many more. But now we are still talking about the English Premier League, and looking at it right now, it's been a crazy one. So Arsenal right now are still on top with 79 points. Manchester City are second with 77 points. And it's now a battle of who blinks first. Now the question is, who is going to blink? Because for Arsenal, the last time they won the Premier League was more than 20 years ago. So this is not a time to mess up. This is not the time to mess up. So for those of us who are watching, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know where you are streaming from. Right now, I'm streaming from the city of Winnipeg in Canada. Originally, I'm from Nigeria. In Nigeria, it's all about football. And the funny thing here in Winnipeg, Canada, North America, so to say, they call it soccer. I'm more used to calling it uh, football, but some people call it soccer. So for them to understand what you're talking about, just have to call it soccer. So let me know where you are calling from. Thank you, Andrew Van, who's asking where I'm from, and thank you for uh my twin also for your. So let me know where you are streaming from. Let's know where you are watching us from, because right now it's getting crazier. I remember when the league started, week one, and everybody was just watching that, see where it's going to end. And just like that, is one advantage that we soccer fans have now is that it's a World Cup year. As soon as the league ends, we are graduating towards the World Cup. And we are not missing anything. And once the World Cup is done, preseason starts. When preseason ends, this league starts all over again, and there's no time for rest. And that's why most of these teams, I always say it, they need to get prepared. They need to get their acts together. And this is the best time they need to get their acts together. Because if you keep saying, okay, oh, I'm signing this, I'm not signing this, and just like what Manchester United is doing right now with Michael Carrick, they don't know what they need to do. Just like Chelsea are doing right now, they don't know what they need to do. If you have to sign anybody, or this is the best time to get them ready. And once the World Cup ends, because with the World Cup, and funny enough, most of those players who play at the World Cup, if you want a top player, who will be playing at the World Cup, after the World Cup ends, they still have some 2 weeks to rest. So then how do you gel your team? So this new season to me is not going to be an easy one for teams who are not seem to be getting things right. This is the best time to sit down and do whatever you want to do. Do your business right now. Whoever you are signing, definitely you can always see them back door. So this is a time for us now. Whoever you want to get them. Time for Manchester United, who I need of a coach. Are you sticking with Michael Carrick, or you are moving on? It's time to do. And definitely, Manchester United will be playing the Premier League in a while. They've missed that. And so this is a time for them to get those players they know that will help them perform well in the new season and in the new Champions League tournament. So, and Chelsea also definitely they need coach. They need a new coach. You know, we've been hearing rumors of, oh, maybe they might sign Alonso. Well, we don't know how true that is. One thing with me is that until it becomes official, I don't want to believe that. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed. Definitely, Chelsea needs a new coach. They can't go on with caretaker coach. And if you want a new coach, then the best thing is to get solid coaches. There are a bunch of solid coaches out there. So this is time for all of them to get their acts together. If you are just joining us, Touchline Talk. Touchline Talk, we post videos every day. All we do is talk about football. We share our opinion. And if you have any opinion, you can always share it with us too. Drop your opinion, drop your questions. We can always discuss that together. Because through the live stream, it's much more easier than video live stream. We can discuss together on how things can be done. So right now, the league is gradually winding up, and Manchester City have done their job. And the next time Manchester City will be playing, they will be playing Bournemouth. And I think they will be playing before Arsenal, because I know Arsenal will be playing. Let me check the fixtures. I know Arsenal will be playing on Monday the 18th. They will be hosting Burnley. So for Manchester City, they will be that will be the next day after Arsenal. And if Arsenal should win their game, they've transferred the pressure. No, the pressure at this stage is crazy. So on Tuesday, Arsenal will play on Monday against Burnley. All Arsenal needs to do is just win their game. That's all. And the next day is going to be AFC Bournemouth and Manchester City. And that's the game almost everybody is waiting for because Burnley, a very good side, and their current position right now, Burnley is sixth. They're in that European spot where they qualify for maybe a Europa or whatever. They don't want to leave that position. And if they maintain that position or do something a little bit better, they might get into the Champions League. And that would be like like one of the biggest reward for them this season. So that's why that game against Manchester City is going to be a tough one for Manchester City because you are meeting a side who has something to fight for. They are fighting to get into Champions League because according to the permutation and calculation from experts, if Aston Villa are able to win Europa and they qualify outside that not in the top five, that's a good one for them. Uh, Obviously, Aston Villa goes to Champions League courtesy of winning the Europa Cup, and Bournemouth, that's an event for them. They move on, so they won't want to just sit down and relax and wait for uh, Manchester United to derail their progress, their achievement, just like that. So definitely, that's a match we need to watch out for. For Arsenal, Burnley, well, on paper, that is one of the easiest fixtures, but in football, things don't always work out that way. The pressure might go on them, and before you know it, the game is going on goalless. So this is a game that Arsenal needs to focus with all their might, with everything they need to. And also for Manchester City, it's up to you. But right now, the ball is in Arsenal's court. They have that advantage, and what can they do? This is Touchline Talk, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. It goes a long way in helping us. And just like we are fighting in the top half of the league, uh, the bottom league is there too. It's getting crazier. And good one for West Ham. After their, West Ham lost to Arsenal the last time. It wasn't funny. There were a lot of argument, there were a lot of back and forth. Oh, it's a goal, it's not a goal, it's a foul, it's not a foul. 100%, we all know that's a foul. No doubt. Nobody is arguing that. Some people are still delusional. Definitely the Arsenal hater, so that's why they don't see it as a goal. But obviously, Raya was fouled, and that's why the goal was ruled out. They lost that game, and Spurs had the advantage of winning their game and creating a distance between them and West Ham. But unfortunately for them, they drew at home 1-1. So right now, the Spurs are 17th, West Ham are 18th, and 36 games played. Spurs have 38 points, and West Ham have 36 points. Just 2 points difference. 2 games to go. And it's 2 games left for Tottenham and West Ham. To me, the tougher part for Tottenham. It's going to be a tough one for Tottenham because their next game, they'll be going away to Chelsea and on the final day at home to Everton. But for West Ham, they'll be going away to Newcastle, and last game of the day will be at home to Leeds. So it's going to be a very, very tough one, no doubt. And looking at the goal difference, it's crazy. Spurs has -9 goal difference, while West Ham has -20 goal difference. So it's all about winning your games and try as much as possible to win your games. Because if you say you want to uh, go the goal difference way, that won't work out well with West Ham. So what West Ham needs to do is just win their games and keep their fingers crossed and see how things are going to work out. Um, for Spurs, hmm, because Chelsea right now are more or less like a disgraced team, and this is an opportunity. At least the last time they did nice one. they drew at Liverpool, and with Spurs, that's an opportunity to at least move a little bit up the ladder. I don't know how they are going to do that, but definitely these fixtures are going to be crazy, 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 crazy one. And in a long time, the Premier League hasn't been like this, fighting up to the last day of the league. Promises to be crazy one, but it's football. Anything can happen. Because for us now, the two games left is just Burnley at home, Crystal Palace away, and for Manchester City, their last two games is Bournemouth away and Aston Villa at home. Hmm, it's going to be a tough one. I don't know how that's going to be, but definitely the tension, especially for fans, the tension is going to be crazy. But for neutrals, this is what they love. Of course, who won't want to love all the drama, the suspense, the tension? It promises to be exciting. And just like we're saying, there's still some lovely fixtures that are going on. Because on Friday, there's going to be a Premier League Friday match, Aston Villa, Liverpool. Both teams are really, really trying to slug it out for that Champions League spot because it's not yet certain. Because gradually, Aston Villa are dropping down the table. At a point, they were second, dropped to third, fourth. Now they are fifth. And this is a must-win game for them. They just have to win this game to stay in question because dropping points against between Aston Villa and Bournemouth, just 4 points. And their last two games are going to be tough. Liverpool and Manchester City. And if they want to remain in that Champions League spot, because it's not certain that they are going to win the Europa League. You might say, oh, they're going to win it and something else happens. Who knows? So they just have to win these two games. It's going to be a tough one for them, no doubt. And Bournemouth waiting in the corner. All Bournemouth need to do is just win their game against Manchester City. And they're a very good form side. And right now in the Premier League, Bournemouth and Manchester City, they have similar forms. 1-4, drew 1. Manchester City, the same thing. 1-4, drew 1, their last 5 games. So it's going to be a tough game. This game, everybody will want to watch and see because a win for Arsenal and any point dropped by Manchester City, that's the end of the Premier League. And Manchester City. And why it's more interesting that both of them, they have something at stake. They are in one thing or the other. So, and remember, Bournemouth a very good side. The last time they went to the Emirates, they defeated Arsenal. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and see that. So let me run a quick rundown of the table right now. Arsenal still on top, 36 games gone, plus 42 goal difference, 79 points. Manchester City, 36 games played, goal difference plus 43, 77 points. In third is Manchester United. Last game they dropped points against what's their name? Against Sunderland. So this week, who is Manchester United playing? They will be hosting Nottingham Forest. I see a win for Manchester United there. Definitely going to be an interesting one. So looking at the table, Arsenal 79 points, Manchester City 77 points, Manchester United 65 points, Liverpool 59 points, Aston Villa 59 points. You know, the most interesting is that these two teams are on the same points and they'll be playing each other this Friday. Bournemouth 6th on 55 points, Brighton 7th within the weeks. If Bournemouth messes up, they will take advantage. They are also on 53 points. Brentford also they are on 51 points. Chelsea, unbelievable. Chelsea are ninth with a +6 goal difference and 49 points. What a disaster. At the point, Chelsea was just behind Arsenal. Everybody was saying, wow, maybe they'll be challenging for the title Suddenly now it's something else. How are the mighty falling? So Chelsea needs to reshuffle themselves, and we'll see how that plays out. It's going to be a crazy one. The two last games for Bournemouth are Manchester City and Nottingham Forest. So these are games, must-win games for them to remain in contention. At least maybe they might get a Champions League spot. We never can say. Who knows? So the Premier League continues. It's full of action. And what can we do? What can we do? And today also in the La Liga, of course, we know in the La Liga, Barcelona are already champions. And what do you have to do with that? They lost to Deportivo Alaves, and they're already champions. So nothing to fight for there. Good one for Deportivo Alaves. At least they got the desired 3 points. And PSG also, they've been crowned champions. They defeated their close rival, Lens. They defeated Lens at home by 2-0. What else do you expect? Kvaratskhelia and Mbaye scored the 2 goals. So good one for PSG. PSG right now, that's the advantage PSG has. The league is done in League One, so they have more than enough time. Oh, the league is not done yet. They still have one more game to go. They will end before the Premier League. So they have enough time to rest. Wow. They have time to rest for the Champions League final. But for Arsenal, they have no choice. They have to use their first team. The only advantage for Arsenal is if their next game, they win it, and Manchester City drop points, they can afford to rest their players and get themselves prepared earlier for the Champions League final. But if Manchester City wins, action continues. So it's going to be a crazy one, no doubt. It's going to be a crazy one. And the Coppa Italia final, Inter won 2-0 against Lazio. So the Premier League is gradually running to an end. Promises to be a crazy one. We'll keep our fingers crossed and see how that's going to play or how that's going to work out. So Premier League continues, and we just hope everything rounds up so that Arsenal will have enough time to get ready. So if you are just joining us, Touchline Talk, please don't forget to give us that thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share. It goes a long way. Thanks for watching. I will see you on my next video.